I think it's amazing what God has done in our lives through serving at Church at the Grove. My wife and I thought we understood what it was to be a Christian until we were introduced to the core values Russ and Craig started this church on. Felicia and I both struggled with the standards set by the traditional church that we've known growing up and as adults. Before joining Church at the Grove, we attended church together for many years, feeling as though we were just simply going through the motions.
When Jeff and I got married, we were doing great with both of us working. When we started having kids, we decided that I would stay home. I remember people telling us to have faith that God would provide for us. It was and has always been hard for me to give control over to God, but sure enough, He provided for us. Little things happened that helped, like getting money in the mail with a note attached saying, "Give God the glory." Things eventually picked up for us when Jeff and my dad started building houses. We were on top of the world. Looking back, I think I started losing focus on God, but I think Jeff started growing. He was always saying it was all a blessing and would use his business to strike up conversations with people about church. In 2005, the housing market was booming, not only for us, but for my whole family, who had a hand in construction. We got more involved in the Grove, and I started seeing a change in both of us. We had invited my dad and stepmom to church several times, but unfortunately, I think my dad had a sour taste in his mouth from past experiences. In 2006, the business started slowing down, but Jeff always tried to maintain a positive attitude. He kept assuring everyone around us that there was a reason for this. His positive attitude must have started wearing off on everyone because my dad started making comments like, "Maybe if I start going to church, then good things will start happening." I definitely think God was testing all of us because things got worse. My dad, who had survived lung cancer in 2001, found out that he had to have open heart surgery. One day I got a call from Russ telling me that he felt God wanted him to go down to the hospital and meet my dad. He must have made a pretty good impression because my dad said that if Russ could come all the way down to meet him, maybe he should go and visit Russ at church. My dad and Barbara started coming to Church at the Grove and have become very involved. I have seen a change in him that I never thought I would. And since my dad and Barbara started coming, my sister and her husband have come to know Jesus, and I have seen my sister grow spiritually over the past year, and I never thought I would see Dennis involved in church like he is now. Now, I know everyone knows how the whole housing market situation turned out. Things got worse, and we eventually lost the business. We could all be depressed about this, but like Jeff said, it is a blessing. We have grown through this, and I have given up the one huge struggle I have, which is control, and I know that God has a plan. We do not make decisions now without talking to God about it, and we have learned a lot. I will say that I know the market has affected everyone one way or another, but I truly believe that if it would not have crashed, then my family would not be in church today, so I would trade my trips and nice things to have the ones I love in our church. I am thankful for the Grove for welcoming my family and friends here and being that church that is not judgmental and makes everyone feel great.
It's great to know Church at the Grove has been a place I can invite someone that doesn't know the Lord or has been turned off by religion. After identifying that the struggles I face or have overcome are the same struggles many other people deal with, it was apparent to me that this was my fuel to witness to others. For those that know me, I've been as imperfect as anyone could be. Truth be known, I still am. I always thought being a Christian meant mirroring perfection, but knowing what I know now, only God Himself can live up to that standard. Moreover, reaching out to those that are experiencing or have similar experiences is what makes my spiritual clock tick. It's my choice to reach those that think they have to get their act together before stepping foot into church. I've learned this motto and use it as much as possible. Bring your baggage and God will put it away for you. I am happy to have my family together in church. It means so much more at gatherings when we can pray together and know that they are in the conversation literally. I thank God for the circumstances I've been through, for these have only made me stronger. I thank God for providing me with a teacher like Russ who can relate with me in so many ways. Every day I learn that my life is even more imperfect, and through these imperfections I look forward to growing my testimony.